So that was part one of my commentated play session. We're now moving into the second hour of it. This hour is just more for intermediate players, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so a diamond, a spade, 3 diamonds, showing 16 to 18 points. I had a spade 3, no trumps, so I had stoppers in the other suits. Okay, so tricky hand here. So I can get a heart trick, I can get 3. Okay, so looks like West led a 4th best heart. So this would be really nice for playing against people which you knew their lead styles. The robots occasionally do something fancy, but they led the 2, so hearts should be 4-4. If that's the case, I can give up a spade trick. They'll be able to take their heart, and then I've got the rest of the tricks. If I'm worried that hearts are 5-3, I could consider playing diamonds to be 3-3 and just taking 9 tricks that way. Or if hearts were 5-3, another option is playing a spade and hoping the hand with 5 hearts has the ace. Now, because there's 2 ways that playing a spade will win, that's what I'll do. And I want to throw the king away to unblock it because I got the queen 10-9. Okay. And now I'll be able to take the rest of the tricks. They didn't get their hearts. So it looks like hearts were 5-3. Yeah, so tricky hand. Luckily for me, all roads lead to Rome. Diamonds were 3-3. The hearts were 5-3 with the person that had 5 hearts not having the ace of spades. So that was kind of friendly. Either way I play, I'll sort of make 10 tricks on the hand. The only important thing is to make sure I did a hold-up play where I held up the Queen of Hearts to the 3rd round, such that if hearts were 3-3, they can't get between the 2 hands. Otherwise, I might have gone down when I played a spade. Okay, club pass. Yeah, bit of heart. Want to start with my longest suit, even though if you got 5-5, you want to bid your higher ranking suit. With 6-5, you just want to bid your longest suit, unless you've got no chance of ever showing the other one. But here, bit of heart, and my partner made a support double. So whenever they open, I bid a major. Next hand intervenes. At some stage which is lower than 2 of my major, or equal or lower of 2 of my major, double just says, partner, I have exactly 3 hearts for you. So we've got a fit in hearts, so I'll just give 4 hearts a whirl. I don't have that many points, but partner's got a good hand for me. This will be a cakewalk. So I just want to draw trumps. Okay. East has 4 hearts, so heart suit's blocked at the moment. But West is pitching spades, which is rather helpful for me, because now my spade suit will come good. They were 2-2. Now notice I led the 10 of spades to the ace, which doesn't really matter on this hand, but just is good practice just to make sure I don't block the spade suit. And now I've got all the tricks but one, but I'll see if I can sneak one through, but no, they're up to it. And now I've got the rest of the tricks. So Tony asked, which heart do I lead? And I'm presuming that's about the previous hand. On this hand, where you got 862. It really depends on your lead methods. The robots just sort of pick random cards some of the times, which makes it really tough. I would lead, if you usually play fourth best and something like that, I would usually lead top from 3 small and second highest from 4 small against no trumps. So I would have led the 8 of hearts on this hand. Just say, partner, I led a heart, but I don't really like the suit. So that would have been my choice. Some people lead thirds and fifths, in which case the 2 of hearts is just the normal lead. But yeah, on this hand, I would lead the 8 of hearts if I was just playing standard leads with fourths, and no trumps, you lead top from 3 small or second highest from 4 small. Against suit contracts, you might lead mud or something, middle, up, down. But again, that's on partnership agreement. If you don't play mud, you'd just probably lead the top heart. It really depends on your lead agreements. There's no like right or wrong answer to lead. You just need to know what your partnership agreement is or what sort of standard is. Nice rubbish hand here. Okay, so they play simple Stamen, so that's no 4-card major. And now they're playing a convention called Smolin, which shows the other major is my long major. So saying I've got a game forcing hand with 5 spades and 4 hearts. And West said no thank you, so West has 2 spades, so probably something like a 2-3-4-4, 2-3-3-5, maybe a 2-2-5-4 occasionally. And my partner led a diamond. Okay, good. I need to keep on to my Jack X of spades. Okay, I'll throw a diamond. It's not obvious what suit I should have guarded. But guarding the Jack of clubs worked well. I think I missed one of the earlier cards. Yeah, where I went club to the ace and my partner dropped the king. Probably an important trick I should have paid attention to, which would have told me I should be holding on to clubs, but I missed that. This was the trick I was talking about. But I'll just move on to the next hand. Robots are playing well against me today, it's annoying. 6, 10. My partner's also not playing that great. Not playing terribly, but they did go off in a cold game, and they went for 1100. That's interesting. That's quite weird. So West is probably like a 4-3-1-5 shape. No, they just have a completely balanced hand, and could have been 3 hearts or something. Okay, so dummy came down with 14 points. Okay, so East only has 4 hearts. Okay, so we could have taken a couple more tricks here. But we still beat them. We could have got 3 diamonds and 2 hearts for another trick. And maybe I could have made them guess where the Queen of Clubs was. But we still beat them. 3 no trump seems a more sensible spot. That gets 4 spades, a heart, and 3 clubs. So that's still 1 down. But 4 hearts seems quite obscure by the opponents there. There's the whole hand. Okay. Partner bid 1 spade, and I've got a nice hand, 17 points. So I'll start by bidding 2 clubs game forcing, because they play 2 over 1. I'll just bid 2 hearts. Partner wasn't interested. I was kind of tempted to go looking for slam, which looks like a pretty... slam's not a good contract. I was about to say pretty good. Then I made the realization that 2 aces missing is probably not great. Now, even though it's possible we had a spade fit, I just had so many cards in clubs and hearts that I wasn't worried. So I'll just untangle the club suit. Okay, so spades split really poorly. But I'll just give them a spade trick. And I forgot the ace of hearts hadn't gone yet. Oh, lucky. So that was quite silly by me. Yeah. Important to remember which cards have actually gone. So I shouldn't have untangled the jack of clubs because that was my entry back to my hand. I should have just started playing on spades. I didn't need the extra club trick. But I made the mistake of thinking that I had a hard entry back to my hand, so I was happy to just untangle them. But that was quite silly. Yeah. Okay. Another good hand here. I got 12 points, but 6-5 in the major, all the points in my suit. So I want to start with a Michael's Q bid. My partner just bid 2 spades saying go away. But I'll bid 3 hearts to say I've got a really good hand with 6 hearts and 5 spades. Now partner jumped to 4 spades. And we made just 10 tricks. We had 2 spade losers and a club loser. So here it wasn't so much about the high card points, but the distribution and the good suits that make it better. With my partner's hand, pass 1 diamond, 2 diamonds, with a fit and a singleton in the other suit, and ace king of diamonds, which could be really useful. I'd probably jump to sort of 3 spades, saying, yeah, I'm invitational, I've got some spades. what do you think about that? And then my hand could bid 4 hearts over that, or 4 spades, one or two. And then we'll get to game. Instead they bid 2 spades and put it all relying on me to actually get the momentum going. 14 points, 4-2-2-5, and a 5-card suit. I'll just bump this up into a 1 no trump opening because of my 5-card suit. Transfer the diamonds. Okay, so my partner's got a weak hand with the red suit, so our hands don't fit that well together. I'm not going to make this contract, but I'll just try and do the best I can. Okay, so my 8 of hearts is now actually good, so that's the first thing. So I've now got only lost 2 hearts, I'll lose a club, and I'll lose a couple of diamonds. So I'll just try and draw trumps and get back to dummy as best I can. Now there's only 3 diamonds out there. If they're all in one hand, it doesn't matter. If they're... So Tony was asking, what's the minimum for a Michael's cubid? It really varies on the vulnerability. Vulnerable, if you took away my Queen of Hearts and put it in one of the minor suit cards, that's about what I'd consider minimum for a vulnerable Michael's cubid. I'm quite other people do it on much weaker hands than me. I like to be more conservative with my Michael's cubids. It's not so much about how many points you got, it's more about the vulnerability and how good your suits are. Do you have extra length or something like that? And you can do a Michael's cubid lighter than you can do a unusual 2 no trumps, because partner might get out at the 2 level. Unusual 2 no trumps, I don't like to do that particularly light. But here there's 3 diamonds left out, the king, the queen, and something like the 9 or something. Now, if they split 3-0 from this stage, it doesn't matter what I do, but if they're 2-1, I just want to lead a low one to let to not waste my jack or 10. Yep, so there's that, and now I'll also get a club trick. I was just sort of considering, like, if I led the jack out and say East had Queen 9. Oh no, it didn't really matter. None of it really matters. Ignore what I'm saying. It's all complete rubbish. And we're 1 down. Not a bad effort, because I didn't think we didn't have half the points, and our hands didn't really fit well together. Like, I didn't have many wasted points, but that's alright. Okay. 10, 15 points. I've actually got 15 to 17 this time, and a balanced hand, so happy to get in there. Okay. I should have stuck the jack on that, but it doesn't really matter. So I've lost a spade. I'm going to lose at least 4 clubs. Now I don't know if I'm going to lose 4 clubs or 5 clubs. I don't know how the clubs are splitting. Now how I can play the diamond suit's kind of interesting. I've got a couple of different options. If I don't want to lose a diamond, I can play the ace of diamonds, king of diamonds, hoping the queen drops. Or I could do something like run the jack of diamonds, run the nine of diamonds, playing ace for the queen 10. Neither of them seem particular. The queen 10 didn't seem that appealing. So I'll do that. Okay, so I'm now going down. Playing ace for the queen 10, maybe I should have considered it longer. Alright, so I'll cash my spades. It's now just about only going one down. So I'll just cash out. If I didn't think the possibility of 5-0 clubs was on the table, I would probably lead a low diamond towards the jack. And that would lose the queen, they get their clubs. Then I can cash the ace of diamonds and finesse the 10. Which is a pretty reasonable way of making the contract. But I might have just led a low diamond to the jack and queen, and then they cashed all the clubs and beat me. But maybe I probably should have still led a low diamond and backed that clubs were 4-3. Increase my chances of getting the third diamond trick. 10, 16, 18, 4, 4, 3, 2. Okay, let partner play 4 spades. And they made it. Got any more questions that you want me to go over or cover? Or so I won't go through that hand. Here, 10, 14 points. Balanced hand. Partner doubled to show exactly 4 spades, and that's where the auction ends. And this doesn't look like a particularly tough hand to play. Okay, so let's just see how the spades divide. So yeah, they get one more spade trick, that's it. Not a particularly interesting play problem, so I won't go through that one any longer. 22 points and a 5-2-2-4. So I could open this 1 spade. I can open this 2 clubs and show it as unbalanced with spades and clubs possibly. Or I can show this as 23, 24 balanced. 10, 19, 22. All 3. I'll open 2 clubs. Oh wow. Oh, I really dislike this sort of bid from partner. I hate the, I've got a positive balanced hand. Alright, so I'll try and play it. I'll say that I've got spades. They're now blackwooding me. So I've got 3. 0 or 3. Ugh. They play 0, 3, 1, 4. Yuck. Do you have the queen? Yes. So what are my responses? Okay, yeah, I got the queen and the king of hearts. Okay, so I guess we're off an ace. If we aren't off, how can they do like this bidding? Like I'm unlimited, and they could have It's just disgusting. I'm unlimited, and they never once told me that we've got all the key cards. All they were saying is like, do you have the Queen of Trumps? So we might have been off one key card or something. I would have preferred this auction to go 2 clubs, 2 diamonds. I might have bid 2 no trumps. I might bid 2 spades. Either way, they agree spades either by stamen or bidding spades. Then Q bid. Then at some point, like, they can bid 5 no trumps after my 5 heart bid or something like that, just to tell me, yeah, we've got all the key cards and I'm looking for Grand Slam. Do you have anything more? Because not once did I limit my hand, and just Grand Slams just... So, there's nothing to this play. We managed to win like almost an imp for that, and only one person managed to bid Grand Slam. But yeah, if my partner had said that got all the key cards or something, like, we might have been able to get to Grand Slam. But like after 5 hearts, me showing the King of Hearts, they could bid 5 no trumps, just like tell me something more. And then I have all the kings. I've got the 2 aces. We're bound to have like 13 tricks in like various different ways. But my partner just bid 6 spades, so we could have been off an ace for all I knew. So 6, 10, 12. Yeah, I shouldn't accept it, but I love accepting invites. I usually bid 3 spades along the way, saying, yeah, do you have a maximum of 5 spades or something? Okay, so this looks like it's got a fair amount of work cut out for it, with our 11 opposite 12. But we started with 3 diamond tricks, okay. And I'm in my hand, so I'll start by taking a spade finesse. That's working. I'll try a heart finesse. This feels like one of the hands where everything looks like it's working and you're just waiting for the roof to fall in on your head. So let's take a moment and say I got 3 tricks. I got the King of Diamonds and Ace of Diamonds for 5. Ace of Hearts is 6. Okay. Okay, Queen of Clubs, so got 4. So my entries are a bit tangled up here. I could have like played the Jack of Spades earlier and untangled some stuff. So I'm at 5, 6, 7. So if I think East has the King of Hearts, I think East has the Ace of Clubs. Okay, so Hearts are 3-3. And I'll just take my 9 tricks. That was a very friendly layout. Very friendly. So that's why I like accepting, because sometimes things like that happen. I wonder if I'm always cold. Yeah, so I could have made 10 tricks supposedly because the layout was so friendly on this. Spades 3-3 with the king on side, queen on side, hearts 3-3 with the king on side, queen at diamond finesse working, club ace being on side. But I got myself slightly tangled up because I was sure that something bad would go wrong. And but yeah. As you can see, I don't often reject invites. 6-5-9 count. I'll probably just have a bit 2 hearts. Okay. Probably overbid this hand a little bit, but partner's got me covered. Okay. Okay, so East has like 4 hearts and 5 or 6 diamonds. So at this stage I've still got 3 diamond losers and a heart loser. So I just want to set up the clubs. I think West still has another club. Now, here's an actual cute position. So what will happen is a double squeeze. So I'll play this now. If I haven't missed West pitching a club, which entirely could have happened, but if West hasn't pitched a club, then I've still got a club and my club's not a winner. And now East has to throw a spade. Now, I know they've got diamonds covered. I haven't actually counted anything. Usually you want to count some of these things. But what I'm envisaging is East has diamonds. Stop, so they have to guard my 9 of diamonds. And spades, someone has to hold on to the king of spades. But East has to guard a diamond. Now, before I throw a club, West has to guard that 5th club, because otherwise my 4 of clubs comes good, so they have to throw down to 1 spade. So basically West, if they had 2 spades and 1 club, had to throw before dummy, so has to throw a spade to come down just to 1 club and 1 spade. So then I throw the club away. Now it's up to East, who has 2 spades and 1 diamond, and has to guard the diamond, so they throw their spade, and now spades are 1-1. And it doesn't matter who had the king of spades. Okay, and that was a double squeeze for 11 tricks. Now I could have just taken a spade finesse as it was, but I'll just click you through the play because it's a nice interesting hand. They don't come up that often. Anyway, diamond to the ace, and they let a heart. I won, played another heart to my queen, cashed the ace of hearts, so there was only 1 heart left out. Now I was trying to set up clubs to see if they were 4-3. Club, 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 and East showed out, so now that I knew that West had only 2 clubs. So I trumped a club back to my hand. Now at this stage, if I put East in, they can't do anything to hurt me. So I play a heart, East wins, they have to play something. They can't play a spade because that's into the spade position. As it happens, it doesn't matter on the hand because West has the king of spades, but anyway. 10 of hearts, and now they have to return a diamond, as I said. Okay, so this is the 3-card ending I was talking about. And now, when I play a heart, so let's say we don't know who's got the king of spades. We know West has 2 spades, East has 2 spades. West has a club, East has a diamond. Okay, doesn't matter where the spade position is. When I play a heart, West has to keep that club guarded or else dummy's club's going to come good. Okay, so I play a heart. West has to throw a spade, and now I only have one spade. Now I know that that club's not a winner anymore, so I throw the club. Completely irrelevant. Now East 2's got 2 spades and 1 diamond. Knows that I've still got a diamond and has to guard the diamond, so they throw a spade, and now spades are 1-1, and it doesn't matter who had the king. My queen of spades will win a trick. There they go, and I just play a spade to the ace for 11 tricks. So that's a double squeeze. Now, it's also, because the, I didn't actually need the queen of spades. That queen of spades could have been a 2. Now, if it was the 2 of spades, I'd still equally be able to make 11 tricks on this sort of play. Because you can see that both opponents had to come down to 1 spade. Now, because it is the queen, it meant that I was only squeezing the west hand. But the way I played it, it didn't matter who had the king of spades. It just, my spade was always going to come good, unless someone threw a club, in which case the club would come good, or the other hand threw a diamond, in case the diamond comes good. So I have to do a bit of counting to make sure that sort of stuff doesn't happen. But it's usually pretty obvious what's going to happen. But yeah, so a double squeeze. They don't come up too often, but they're cute when they do. Any questions? Here I got 11 points. So I'll double for takeout and double again. Partner just bid 4 diamonds. They're probably minimum. I don't really want to push on to 5 diamonds. Do I? Partner could bid 5 diamonds. Oh, it says they could have any point range here. That's kind of weird. Oh, fine, I'll bid 5 diamonds. I expect they go 1 down. 3 down. Okay, there you go. I would have thought that 4 diamonds would be sort of the minimum unbalanced hand or something. Okay. 6, 9 points, and I have the opponent's suit, so I'll just pass, and pass, and pass. And my partner found a lead which I kind of like, which is a spade lead. The reason being is I know that West is short in diamonds, and probably has a void diamond now, because my partner might have considered leading a singleton. So they're probably going to cross off the hand a bit. And there's the void as we expected. So there's a lot of information to be gained from the lead, like that. So you can place the hand quite well by doing things like that. And they made 10 tricks. Simple hand to defend. I think they're always going to make 10 tricks. They can make 11 tricks, in fact. So yeah, things like that from the lead, you can place a lot of the cards really early on. Not for certain, but you have a fair idea of where the missing cards are when stuff like that happens. Okay, 10, 16 points, 4-4-1. You could consider opening a no trump on this. I don't particularly like it. Now I know East-West has a 9 cards spade fit, but I'll just invite partner to 3-no. They didn't want to accept it. So we're at 3 diamonds. Yeah, I'll just pass that. So they had 9 points. So I would just bid 3 no trumps with the north hand and hope they lead a heart. Okay, so here West hasn't overcalled a spade or preempted spades. East hasn't bid 2 diamonds Michaels, so West has at least 6 spades and didn't want to bid. So they don't have very many points at all. Now East has something like four spades and 5 hearts, something like that. But I'm predicting that East has basically all the points. So that helped me locate the Queen of Diamonds. Okay. Now, do I want to take a club finesse? Okay, so first I'll see, okay, I cached a heart here to find out what East's hearts were. Do they have 6 hearts or 5? Now I know that East has 6 hearts. I think they've got 4 spades, 6 hearts, 2 diamonds and 1 club. Now, again, I still think that East has basically all the points because West has a 6-card spade suit and didn't want to bid. Now, they might do that with just like King of Clubs and not much else, so it's not guaranteed. But I think I'll go out on a limb and try to drop the singleton King of Clubs. No. So I could have just finessed that. And that's all the tricks. So I could have made 12 tricks. You can always make 12 tricks in the hand. I would have thought partner would bid more than 3 diamonds. It looks like, I would think 3 diamonds is just sort of like a weak hand that didn't want to play 3-no. But yeah, what did other people do? They're all playing in a mixture of things. But yeah, interesting hand. Something about counting the points, but maybe I should bid. Maybe it shouldn't be just a weekend. Maybe I should bid like 5 diamonds or something, I guess, but it's far from obvious. Okay, 2 spades, 3 spades, a major and a minor, double. Okay, so I've got a fit in heart, so I'll bid that. And that's where the auction finished. And it looks like I'm going to go 1 down. Unless there's a singleton ace of clubs. At the point you played the Queen of Hearts, you had 5 top tricks remaining without risk. And the last hand. Yeah, I also missed that it was a singleton 10 of hearts. I forgot that my 9 of hearts could have been good. But I can't sort of untangle the hearts. So at this point I can throw away 1 spade, but I can't throw away the 2nd spade. So if I take the club finesse, I'll make all 13 tricks. But so you're talking about at this point I've got 5 top tricks without risk. If I don't take the club finesse, I make 11. Is that what you're asking about? Anyway, we'll see. Yeah, so I'm just gonna sneak 1 down here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's just do this. Hearts are 3-2. Give them a club trick. And I'm 1 down. So my hand wasn't too useful. I had the Queen of Hearts, but not much more for my partner. So we're always going to go 1 down. The opponents lose a spade trick, 2 heart tricks, a diamond trick. So they won't make 4 spades. They can make 4 spades, but they won't. Here, 11 points with a 4-2-5-2. I might double on this hand. If partner bids 2 clubs, it's not great for me. Some people play a convention called equal level conversion, such that if partner bid 2 clubs and it goes pass, then I could bid 2 diamonds to say, yeah, clubs wasn't one of my suits because it's at the same level rather than a strong hand. It's a convention I like, but I don't think the robots do it. Okay, so it's me to lead, and my partner doesn't have much going for me, but East has 5-5 in hearts and clubs. West has a diamond suit, so I'll be aggressive and swing a spade, and hopefully just okay. So East has 2 spades. They have no more losers other than this, so I'll just play another spade, forcing them to ruff. But they chose not to ruff, they just pitched a club. And they made 10 tricks. So my spade lead didn't work out the best. I think a diamond lead works, possibly. Supposedly holds them to 10, so it works the best. Which is my natural lead, except for the fact that West bid 3 diamonds, so I thought they might have had a good diamond suit. So I decided to go the other path. I knew my partner didn't have much, so I was just trying to tap the East hand and shorten their trumps. Pass, 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 a club, pass. Some people bid a diamond on this hand, some people bid a spade. There's a thing called Walsh style. I usually play Walsh style, which means I'd bid a spade, but the robots don't do that, so I'll just stick to that. 3 clubs, invite, I'll just bid 3 no trump. Okay, so this hand looks nice and easy. Not much to the play of this hand. I could have spent some more time trying to see if I could win the beer card. And if I was playing with a person that would pay out my beer card, I'd actually do that. Winning with the 7 of diamonds. But the robots don't pay me for those beer cards, so I thought I'd just race through it. This north hand is basically too strong for a 1 club, 3 club bid. It's got a full 18 points, and it's got ace, king, queen, 10. It's worth more than the 18 points it's showing me for the 16 to 18. What it could bid is something like 3 no trump, which shows a club pass, a diamond pass, 3 no, shows sort of 19 plus with an unbalanced hand, and that's what I'd show this hand as because it's really strong. Okay. 10, 12 points. Nice. I don't really have an accept here, except that East has probably has all the missing points, or a lot of them. So I think the playing a hand will be not too tough, so I'll accept the invite. Okay. So I can't, East has 4 clubs, so I don't want to take the club finesse, because I'll go club, club rough. Now, unfortunately, unless East has the queen of hearts, I'm going to have a spade loser, a diamond loser, a club loser, and a heart loser. I'd really like to be able to get to my hand and just finesse West for the queen of hearts. Because East is very likely to be short in hearts. Good, queen of hearts. Feeling happier as we speak now. Okay, I still have issues on this hand, such that I have a deep diamond loser. On the last hand, you said you would rebid 3 no trumps, would show an unbalanced hand. Yes. One level bid, 3 no trumps. Shouldn't be a balanced hand. Try and think of what point range you would have for a balanced hand, if that might do that. Okay, so So even though I've got the queen of hearts down, I'm still probably going to go down because I have a deep loser. And I can't get to that hand. Yeah, I was worried that the East hand would duck that club, which is pretty easy for them to do. Okay. Play a spade for me. Oh. Yeah. It seemed like the inevitable was going to happen. So that was an annoying hand where I had the tricks, but I couldn't get to the right hand at the right time because the opponent's led a club. So annoying hand that feel like I could have bet. Here I just had a 9 count. I like to bid 3 no trumps with 9 points. Opposite strong no trump. It didn't matter, I was a 4-3-3. So to your question, a 3 no trump rebid should show an unbalanced hand. So all balanced hands should be able to get through 1 no trump, 2 no trump, or a game forcing opening, unless the auction gets competitive. But if it just goes one level bid by me, 1 level bid by you, jump to 3 no trumps, that shouldn't be a balanced hand because every balanced point range should be taken. So for that reason, jumping to 3 no trumps should therefore be an unbalanced hand. But what unbalanced hand should it show? Should show a hand that is too strong to just rebid 3 of your suit. Now if you have another 4 card suit, you can just bid that and be natural enforcing. So those unbalanced hands don't need anything fancy. But the hands that are too strong for a 3 level rebid, so 1 club, 1 diamond, 3 clubs, just shows 16 to 18. If you're stronger than that, you don't want partners to ever pass 3 clubs, and you don't want to go past 3 no trumps. So how do you solve it? You just bid 3 no trumps to show sort of 19 plus unbalanced hand and go from there.